and welcome to this week's edition of Top Stories on UgamaTV. Top Stories is where we bring you highlights of the week's event, and this week we have a lot of packaged stories for you, a lot of activities that took place during the week, starting from our own vicinity, which is Enugu. Our dear Governor Barrister Simba marked 100 days in office, and he has put up a developmental drive which is pursuing with every fiber in his body and his administration. Looking at his speech of 100 days in office, the governor pointed some key areas and some of the achievements he has made so far, and some of the things his administration will tackle as the days go by. So if you didn't get that part, you can visit www.UgamaTV.com to read more on that. So looking at his speech, he made mention of construction of 81 roads and flyover at Holy Ghost Ubete Market and Abakpa. He also said that so far so good, water has 25 million liters of water have been generated, and the goal is to generate 70 million. And we have heard a lot of testimonies from Enugu residents about having running water at their homes, and that's a pass mark and a kudos to this government. These are more we hope to see as the days runs by. Still from Enugu, we had a tragic incident where 4 members of a family lost their lives to flood in the coal camp area of Enugu State. It was quite tragic, and we have heard different announcements and government warnings about flood or potential flood in some areas like Lagos and some other states. So it's very important that we all brace up for what lies ahead. It's a sad one, and we pray that such things don't happen. So moving on, the Enugu State government has also set up the palliative committee, the World Palliative Committee, to disburse the first subsidy palliative as directed by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the committee has been set. So if you are from this vicinity, you should locate your ward and find out what is going on in terms of the palliative distribution. And still from Enugu, police killed 2 kidnappers terrorizing the state, losing one of its officers during the shootout. It's a sad one that the officer had to pay the ultimate price in protecting life and property. Is indeed a legend and would always be remembered for that. Okay, moving on, an election petition tribunal sitting in Enugu has sacked the Labour Party House of Rep member for Enugu East issues of federal constituency, Professor Sunday Nnabji, and has declared Honorable Prince Cornelius Nnaji of the People's Democratic Party as the winner. The tribunal ruled that Professor Sunday was not qualified to run for the election. You can check details of this on our website at www.UgamaTV.com. Still on election matters, the Election Petition Tribunal upheld Honorable Dennis Agbo as the duly elected member for Igboise North and Udenu Federal Constituency. The ruling in a petition which was brought before the court by the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Honorable Obiageli Aji, which the court dismissed for lack of merit and incompetence. And in Abia, the tribunal nullified the election of Amobi Oga of Labour Party and declared the present Minister for Labour and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejiocha, as the rightful winner of the election for Isikwato and Umunochi federal constituency polls. Also, a tribunal sitting in Asaba has upheld the election victory of a business mogul and husband of Nigerian celebrity Regina Daniels, Prince Ned Nwoko of the People's Democratic Party. For Delta North Senatorial District, the tribunal discharged the petition filed by the petitioners, that's the All Progressive Congress and the Labour Party, for lack of merit, and fined each of them 500,000 naira. Still on legal matters, Sheung Kuti's assault case has been adjourned to 27th of September due to the absence of the chief magistrate. And the big one for the week was the judgment from the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which trashed out all petitions by the petitioners, that's the Labour Party and its candidate Mr. Peter Obi, and the People's Democratic Party and its candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar for lack of merit, incompetence, and describing it as irrelevant. All the petitions against the sitting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, were trashed out, and Tinubu was affirmed the president of Nigeria. The Labour Party and the PDP have already rejected the result and have taken steps to approach a higher body to appeal the judgment. In another news, Big Brother Naija former housemate Tasha has slammed the Headies organizers for hosting the award in the United States back-to-back. She described it as a slave mentality. You can check more of this story in case you missed it out during the week. PDP won 18 local governments in the council polls in Edo State, which also reaffirmed the party's grip on the state. We all are in the know of some issues between the governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy, which led to the relocation of the deputy governor's office to another destination, which is not so befitting for a deputy governor. So if you missed out on this story, you can also check it out on our blog for more details. And on a very sad note, a father and two sons lost their lives in a building collapse in Anambra State. You can also check details of that on our blog. On the issue of electricity tariff, the federal government have assured Nigerians that the meter upgrade won't affect their balance. So if you missed out, you can also find out details on how the whole process of upgrade would take place. Davido's personal logistics manager, Israel DMW, is facing marital issues amidst the controversy. If you missed out, you can also read more on our blog to see the reason for his marital issues. Earlier in the week, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in India with other government officials for the G20 Summit, and that was the reason for his absence for the Presidential Election Tribunal judgment that took place within the week. And by a way of wrapping up, the Gabon coup leader Olingwe was sworn in as the country's interim president. And that's all for this edition of Top Stories on UgamaTV. It's been a wonderful time with you, our viewer, and I am Emmanuel Tewasi, your host. I hope to see you next week, same time, same station. Please do well to follow us on our social media feeds, on Facebook as UgamaTV, on Instagram as UgamaTV1, and on our YouTube channel as UgamaTV. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified as soon as we update on upload stories that interest and concern you. You can also follow our blog www.ugamatv.com. I remain Emmanuel Tewasi, and bye for now.
When you think of online TV and radio, broadcasting, media consultancy, event coverage, event management and planning. There's no better name than UgamaTV. But that's not all. We're also into photo studio and coverage, e-commerce, documentaries, TV and radio jingles, adverts, video editing, post-production, makeup, web design, graphic design, equipment rental, promotions, branding and awards, talent hunt, film making, news blogging, fashion and pageantry, printing. We also run a music studio and help you execute your video shoots. We are at number 5/21 Upper Chime Avenue, beside Open Sheraton Restaurant, New Haven, Enugu. For more information, call 0816-370-0950 or 0811-098-9688. Follow us on our social media handles: Facebook at UgamaTV, Instagram at UgamaTV1, Twitter at UgamaTV, website www.ugamatv.com. You can also send us email at ugamatv@gmail.com. UgamaTV, your one-stop media solution.